Hi, Michael Stokes here, the Financial Coaching Group. I'm here to talk to you about myth number 2, which is track record investing. What is track record investing? Let's look. Okay? The use of performance history to determine the best investments for the future. So what we're going to do is look at the past performance and determine that that's what we're going to pick based on what we want to do in the future. Okay? What's the myth? Finding funds that did well in the past is a reliable method of indicating which funds will do well in the future. Well, we know that that can't happen, and I'll show you. Okay? We went back and looked at the data from 2 different 10-year periods of time, and if you can zoom in a little bit on that, you might be able to see that. The first column shows 1989 to 1998. The second column shows 1999 to 2008. So what we did is we took the best mutual funds during that first 10-year period, and we wanted to show an average compared to the following 10 years. Here's what we found here. The top 30 funds averaged 24.41%. Okay? All fund averages average 15.52, because we know now that the 30 funds outperformed all the average funds. It outperformed the S&P 500 index, and it outperformed the CRSP, which is the Center for Research of Security Prices, all securities as well. But here's the thing. Now here's the key. During that same period of time, all the funds that were available during that 10 period of time, only 636 funds lasted during that 10 period of time. What does that tell us? All the other funds that did poorly were kicked out or merged with something else. They don't want you to see the data for those funds. Let's take the same scenario, the same funds here, and go 10 years later. The same 30 funds in the following 10 years, they did a negative 2.48. All funds did 0.74, the S&P 0.67, and the total market did 1.59%. What does that mean? As we look forward here, most people, when they look and they track record invest, want to look at a longer period of time for investing, obviously because you want to get as much data as possible. If we were to actually shorten that data into 5-year increments, we find something a little bit different, but it proves our point why track record investing never works. 1990 to 1994, 18.77% for the top 30 funds, and it outperformed all the other categories. And the number of surviving funds just in the 5-year period was 569. Again, all the other funds didn't even survive that 5-year period and were thrown out or merged with something else. Compared to the following 5 years, the top 30 funds did 20.66%, but they didn't beat any of the other categories. So when we look at past performance and try to pick those funds that they're going to do well in the future, what we find out is this. The manager's ability to pick stocks in the past has 0 correlation at all for his or her ability to do so in the future. I just want you to understand, myth number 2, track record investing. Don't do it. You are gambling with the death of your portfolio. Michael Stokes, the Financial Coaching Group. See you next time.